Hello and welcome to this week's video. For this week we lived entirely on Huel. That's right, you heard me, Huel. No food, no fun, no problem. So sit back, relax. I think this video is something Huel will enjoy. Huel? Never mind. Hello, so let's just quickly address the elephant in the room. Loretta isn't with me. I know she's in the thumbnail and in the title. We did do the challenge together. The challenge finished the day before she left to go to the Camino de Santiago, which is a hike from France to Spain. I'll put some pictures up for you there. You can see her now. So we filmed quickly the night before she left an interview of what we felt about the week and going through everything we felt, and the microphone wasn't plugged in and the lighting was terrible. So unfortunately, I will be doing the refilming alone. I've gone through the video, I've made notes, and you just got to put up with me for this video, I'm afraid. Yeah, let's get started. So what is Huel? Huel is branded as a complete nutritious meal, causing minimal impact on animals and the environment. They're committed to putting nutrition first, reducing food waste, and are environmentally and ethically friendly. So they're ticking all my boxes so far. So what's in it? It consists of oats, rice, peas, coconut, flax seeds, their unique vitamins and minerals, or their secret sauce, so to speak, and 26 essential minerals and vitamins to help our bodies thrive. So why would anyone hate themselves enough to give up food for a week? It's a question I asked myself several times in the past week. But yeah, there's many reasons really. We travel a lot and finding a quick snack on the go isn't always convenient and easy for us. So this on paper sounded absolutely perfect, a complete nutritious balanced meal. All you need to do is add water. Secondly, I naively thought maybe if I just drank Huel alone, it would help me drop a last bit of fat and get shredded. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Thirdly, I really like the ethics of the company. I like the idea of reducing my food waste, having less environmental impact. They're all things that I believe in. Fourth and finally, I thought it'd be a fun video to make, something I'm interested in. I always want to test my own body, so why not share my experience with you guys? You might get some value out of it. So let's go. Taste. If you've ever had a protein shake, it's pretty much like a tasty protein shake. They do lots of different flavors. We got chocolate, vanilla, coffee, berry. I'd rate them in that order too. If you haven't had a protein shake before, what are you doing? Try a protein shake. Or it kind of tastes also, you know when you have cereal like Weetabix, at the end the milk goes like very sweet kind of milk. It kind of tastes like that too. So it's not bad. Definitely not as delicious as having a meal, obviously, but it's definitely not terrible. I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. No, 6 out of 10. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Day 1 and 2 started off very promising. It was a heat wave at the time, so sitting around just drinking your food for the day wasn't a big deal. Really enjoy it, trying all the different flavors out. The novelty was still there, and yeah, I'd say the first 2 days, no complaints. I actually remember like saying several times like, this is going to be so easy. I think I even said maybe I'll go for 2 weeks. Yeah, so 1 and 2, no problem. Day 3. By the third day, the novelty had definitely worn off a little bit. I'd tried all the flavors and was feeling hungry, even though I was making sure to like have adequate amounts of Huel, because I didn't want it to be like a weight loss challenge. I didn't want to drink less of them and be like, oh, I'm so tired all the time, but I'm just halved my calories. So I was drinking like 7 of them a day to make sure I had my calories. Day 3, we went to the cinema, and that's when we realized, we're like, oh, we usually have snacks and stuff when you watch a film. Like, who doesn't? It's one of the reasons you go to the cinema, isn't it? So you can binge out on sweets and soft drink. And yeah, it was something about when we sat down and realized we had our Huel there, we were like, oh. But we're troopers, we got through it. Day 4, we decided to get inventive. I created what I call Huel mousse. It's just water and Huel mixed together and it makes some kind of mousse. So yeah, that made it a bit more fun, made it feel like I was actually eating food, even though it's the same exact thing, just in a different form. Yeah, so day 4, my hopes are high again. Day 5, the novelty of the Huel Moose was very short-lived. We found ourselves talking about food a lot. It was currently the Eat Out for Less in the UK, which meant all food was 50% off, and we were due to end on the Monday, which was Eat Out for Less. So we started planning where we were going to go, like all the food we we're going to have. Then something terrible happened. We thought it'd be a good idea to just walk around the supermarket. It was a rainy day, and just, have a look, decide if there's anything we wanted to get, like for, not that right then, but anything we wanted to get, as soon as the challenge was over. Loretta was going to go Camino de Santiago the day following the challenge, so she kind of wanted to, get some of her favourite stuff for her last day. Got too much, and Loretta actually ended up buying a meal deal. So that's probably best she's not here for that. Day 6 and 7 were definitely no easier than day 3, 4 and 5, but the light was very much at the end of the tunnel. We both powered through. Loretta joined me and we just did the last 2 days. We had lots to organise anyway. She was packing for the Santiago. I had to plan where I was going to travel to next, so we kind of kept ourselves busy. I ate a lot more moose, drank a lot more Huel, and we planned out pretty much a big day of eating for the day before she left. So we kept ourselves occupied, we put our heads down, we did it. Okay, so that's our week on Huel. I hope you enjoyed that more than we enjoyed it. It was definitely tougher than I thought. It's funny how from day 1 and 2 I felt it was going to be so easy, and all of a sudden I was like, no, this is actually really hard. But pros from doing Huel, it's definitely a very good meal replacement. It's very quick and easy. It's something I will continue to have on me, probably not every single day, but I do if I'm in a rush or I just want to drink and I'm traveling, it's right there. You just add water, it's good to go. I love the ethics of the company, the fact that they were trying to reduce food waste, minimal impact on the environment and animals. I love what they stand for. It's cheap and convenient. It's also given us both, I think I can speak for Loretta even though she's not here, more gratitude towards having food. It's a pleasure we take for granted. How privileged are we to live in a time where we can have whatever we want when we want. We forget that's not a privilege for everyone in the world, and it really does make me grateful every time I eat now. Not every time, I forget, but I do try and be more conscious, wow, I get to eat what I want. That's a privilege we get to have every day, and it has made me feel definitely more privileged about that, which is definitely a good thing. Negatives, I think it made us realise that food is definitely an amazing way to connect with loved ones or anyone really, and having Huel, obviously you lose that intimacy. You kind of just drinking for a quick and convenient sake, for survival, rather than to enjoy pleasures and taste and aromas and conversation. Obviously you could sit down and have a meal with Huel, but it'd probably be weird, maybe. So the negative aspect of not being able to connect, but the positive aspect, if you drink it for breakfast, say, or have it for lunch, then it really makes you appreciate when you do eat food. So there is a positive to the negative. Sometimes the consistency isn't very good in the shaker. You can get a build up in the bottom and it kind of gets a bit sludge-like to drink. Granted, you could do it in a blender, but if you're traveling or you're out camping or something like that, that's obviously not a viable option. Negative wise, that's pretty much all I've got to go. So what have we learned? We have learned, 1, that Huel is a complete nutritious meal that you can have on the go anytime, anywhere. I will be continuing to use Huel or something similar. I know Viva Life have brought out one called Thrive as well, which I would quite like to try out. So I will continue to have these meal replacement shakes. 2, food is a pleasure and a privilege, something that I take for granted, and taking Huel has made me more grateful for that, and I'm thankful to have the appreciation of food and the privilege to be able to eat whatever I want when I want. 3, drinking only Huel for the week will not get you ripped. Your body composition will stay the same, if not look a little worse. If you're considering drinking it for physique reasons, like I kinda did. So finally, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will catch you in the next one.